Friendship can seem like a simple part of life, but for survivors of narcissistic abuse, it's anything but. Forming connections with others can feel impossible after enduring manipulation, lies, and control. But what if there's more behind this struggle than just emotional pain? Could the effects of narcissistic relationships create invisible walls that keep survivors from building real friendships? In this video, we're going to reveal 6 powerful reasons why narcissist survivors often find themselves alone, unable to trust, or connect with others. These reasons go beyond what you might think and may surprise you. Survivors of narcissistic abuse often carry the effects of toxic relationship patterns, which make it hard for them to trust others. Narcissists control and manipulate their victims, breaking them down over time. This can lead survivors to question their worth and feel they don't deserve healthy, loving relationships. One common pattern is the fear of repeating the same painful experience. Survivors become afraid of being hurt again, so they keep their distance from others. They might expect people to treat them the same way the narcissist did, even if the new people are kind and trustworthy. The trauma from the past creates a mental block, preventing them from seeing others clearly and from forming deep connections. Another problem is not knowing how to set healthy boundaries. Narcissists often ignore or violate boundaries, so survivors become unsure of where to draw the line in future relationships. They may worry that others will take advantage of their kindness or cross their limits, leading them to either shut others out or let them take control. Many survivors also feel guilty when they try to take care of themselves. Narcissists teach them to feel selfish or wrong for putting their own needs first. Because of this, survivors often put others' needs ahead of their own, which makes it hard for them to create equal and balanced friendships. These toxic patterns make it difficult for survivors to trust others and build healthy relationships. The fear of being hurt again, along with a lack of understanding of healthy boundaries and guilt over their own needs, keeps them from forming strong connections with new people. They continue to carry the pain of past relationships, even when they are in safe environments. Narcissist survivors often struggle with the deep fear of abandonment. This fear is born from their past experiences of being hurt by a narcissist who may have left them feeling neglected or emotionally rejected. When someone they trusted suddenly distances themselves or behaves coldly, it can trigger painful memories of that past rejection. This fear makes it hard for survivors to trust others. They worry that people they care about will eventually leave them, just like the narcissist did. Even when someone shows care or interest, the survivor often doubts their intentions. They start expecting people to disappoint them, which makes it hard to let anyone close. As a result, survivors often push people away before they have a chance to hurt them. This self-protection is a defense mechanism to avoid the pain of being abandoned again. But by pushing others away, they end up feeling more isolated and alone. The fear keeps them from building meaningful friendships and relationships. Survivors also struggle to recognize healthy relationships. They may feel like no one could truly care about them, leading to a lack of confidence in themselves. They might think they aren't good enough or worthy of love, so they avoid opening up to others. In social situations, the fear of abandonment makes it hard for them to relax and enjoy the moment. They stay on edge, afraid that someone will leave or hurt them. This anxiety drains their energy and makes it harder to form real connections. They end up stuck in a cycle of fear and isolation, where they can't break free from the idea that they will always be abandoned. Survivors of narcissistic abuse often put up walls around their emotions to protect themselves. They've been hurt so much that they keep their feelings hidden to avoid getting hurt again. This is a way of coping with the emotional manipulation and lies they experienced. Over time, it becomes a habit that keeps them from trusting or getting close to anyone. These survivors struggle with trusting others because they've been betrayed. The narcissist made them feel that trust is dangerous. They fear that if they open up to someone, they will be let down or hurt again. This fear makes it hard for them to form close relationships, even when they want to. They may avoid showing affection or talking about their feelings, scared that it might be used against them. Some men, they know, the narcissists, made them feel that someone they want, love, can use your faith. Emotional detachment also happens because of the isolation they've faced. Narcissists often cut off their victims from family and friends, making them feel alone. This leaves the survivor without the support they need to heal or trust others again. They may start to believe that they can't rely on anyone, and that others might hurt them, just like the narcissist did abuse. May also have doubts about themselves. After being treated poorly for so long, they begin to question their own worth. They might feel that they are not good enough for real love or friendship. This can make it even harder to open up to others, leading them to stay emotionally distant. They think they are unworthy of trust, making it difficult to connect emotionally with anyone around them. Narcissist survivors find it hard to trust people because of how they were treated. After being lied to, manipulated, or made to feel crazy by the narcissist, they start to believe that everyone might do the same. They wonder if people are hiding their true feelings, or if they just want to take advantage of them. Because of this, it's hard for them to believe that others have good intentions. When someone is kind, the survivor might feel suspicious. They start to question whether the kindness is real or if it's just a trick. This makes it hard to open up and be close to anyone. They may feel that they can't trust anyone enough to share personal things with them. This fear of being hurt again can cause survivors to stay away from others. They might push people out, even if they want friends, just to avoid getting hurt. This makes them feel more alone, but they don't know how to fix it because they don't want to be let down again. As time passes, this feeling of not trusting others becomes a habit. Narcissist survivors might start thinking that everyone is the same as the narcissist they left behind. They may not try to make new friends or let people in because they believe it's safer to keep others at a distance. Narcissist survivors find it hard to trust people because of how they were treated. After being lied to, manipulated, or made to feel crazy by the narcissist, they start to believe that everyone might do the same. They wonder if people are hiding their true feelings, or if they just want to take advantage of them. Because of this, it's hard for them to believe that others have good intentions. When someone is kind, the survivor might feel suspicious. They start to question whether the kindness is real or if it's just a trick. This makes it hard to open up and be close to anyone. They may feel that they can't trust anyone enough to share personal things with them. This fear of being hurt again can cause survivors to stay away from others. They might push people out, even if they want friends, just to avoid getting hurt. This makes them feel more alone, but they don't know how to fix it because they don't want to be let down again. As time passes, this feeling of not trusting others becomes a habit. Narcissist survivors might start thinking that everyone is the same as the narcissist they left behind. They may not try to make new friends or let people in because they believe it's safer to keep others at a distance. After experiencing narcissistic abuse, survivors often create self-protection mechanisms to guard against more emotional harm. These protective habits develop as a response to constant manipulation and emotional attacks from the narcissist. Survivors learn to become cautious and defensive, constantly watching out for any signs of harm, even those who mean no harm. They believe that keeping their distance will help prevent further pain. Another way survivors protect themselves is by shutting down emotionally. After being hurt repeatedly, they stop expressing their true feelings. When someone has been manipulated or controlled for so long, it feels dangerous to show vulnerability. This emotional shutdown keeps them from connecting deeply with others. They become fearful that showing emotions could lead to being hurt or controlled again. Survivors also fear judgment and criticism. Narcissists often use guilt and shame to control their victims, making them feel bad about themselves. Because of this, survivors become sensitive to any negative feedback, even when it's not meant to hurt them. They avoid sharing personal thoughts or feelings because they worry others might judge or criticize them, just like the narcissist did. These protective mechanisms lead to isolation. Survivors push people away, believing that staying distant will protect them from getting hurt again. However, this only leaves them feeling more alone. They don't know how to form healthy, trusting relationships because their emotional guards prevent them from connecting on a deeper level. The fear of being hurt makes it hard for them to build meaningful friendships. Society has taught us that being healthy and well means surviving on well. Survivors of narcissistic abuse often find it hard to make real connections with others. After being manipulated and controlled, they start to believe that relationships are not about trust or care, but about using others for personal gain. Narcissists teach them to expect people to take advantage of them, which makes it difficult for survivors to trust anyone. They might begin to think that everyone has an agenda, making it hard to form honest, open bonds with others. One reason for this difficulty is the lack of emotional safety. In a narcissistic relationship, the survivor faces constant manipulation and emotional attacks. This leaves them unsure of what is real and what is not. As a result, they struggle to trust their own feelings and instincts. They may fear that if they share their true thoughts or emotions, they will be attacked or used, just like by the narcissist. Another challenge is the fear of being vulnerable. To connect with others, you need to be open, but after being hurt by someone they trusted, survivors are afraid to open up. They worry that showing vulnerability will lead to rejection or betrayal. This fear makes them keep their emotions hidden, even around people who want to support them. Even if survivors want to connect, they often don't know how. They have been trained to hide their true selves to avoid getting hurt. This can make them feel isolated, even when they crave real relationships. Their past experiences create a wall that is hard to break down. The fear of being hurt again keeps them from letting anyone get too close.